Sometimes, the smallest moments during royal events spark the biggest conversations. Where someone stands, who speaks, who participates, even brief moments can quickly become headlines. And during one recent royal ceremony, many people found themselves asking the same question. Why did Infanta Sofia's role seem different? Some people noticed where she stood. Others focused on protocol, and many simply wondered whether something bigger was happening behind the scenes. But what if the answer is actually simpler than many people think? Because when royal ceremonies unfold, every detail often follows structure, tradition, responsibility, symbolism, and sometimes what looks unusual may simply reflect royal roles. Today, we're exploring one fascinating question. Why did Infanta Sofia's role appear different during the ceremony? Because sometimes understanding royal tradition changes how everything looks. Let's explore why people notice small royal moments. Royal events naturally attract attention. Ceremonies, national celebrations, public appearances, historic moments. People often watch carefully because every detail can feel meaningful. Body language, positioning, protocol, who participates and how. Perhaps one truth quietly explains why people notice so much. Royal appearances often feel symbolic. And symbolism naturally creates curiosity. Because maybe one truth feels impossible to ignore. People notice details more closely when history feels involved. Royal protocol often shapes everything. Here's something many people don't always realize. Royal ceremonies rarely happen randomly. Where someone stands, who speaks, who receives focus, how roles unfold. Often, these moments reflect official responsibility, tradition, ceremonial order. For Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofía, public appearances may naturally look different at times because their future public responsibilities differ. Princess Leonor, as heir to the throne, often represents continuity and constitutional preparation. Infanta Sofía's public role may simply look different. Not smaller, just different, because maybe one truth matters. Different responsibilities naturally create different visibility. Why Princess Leonor's role sometimes looks more central. Here's another important reality. As heir to the Spanish throne, Princess Leonor gradually prepares for future constitutional responsibility. Public speeches, military preparation, national ceremonies, representation. These moments may naturally place greater focus on her role. But perhaps one important thing still matters. That doesn't necessarily mean others matter less. Sometimes ceremonial structure simply reflects future responsibilities. Because maybe one truth quietly explains public appearances. Royal protocol often reflects institutional roles, not personal relationships. Infanta Sofía's journey may look different. One fascinating part of the sisters' story is how their journeys naturally differ. Princess Leonor prepares for future leadership. Infanta Sofía's future may include greater flexibility, different responsibilities, different opportunities, different public expectations. Yet many people still notice something important between them. Support, shared appearances, family connection. Perhaps one truth matters most. Different paths don't necessarily mean distance. Sometimes they simply mean different futures. Why people often misunderstand royal events. Here's something worth remembering. Public ceremonies only show part of the picture. People often interpret moments quickly. Standing positions, timing, expressions. But context matters. Protocol matters. Planning matters. Perhaps what appears unusual sometimes reflects preparation rather than hidden meaning. Because maybe one truth quietly matters. Public moments rarely tell the entire story. King Felipe and Queen Letitia's approach. One thing many royal watchers notice involves family presence. Supportive moments, shared appearances, public unity. King Felipe and Queen Letizia often appear focused on preparation while maintaining family connection. Perhaps one important goal quietly exists. Helping both daughters grow into their different futures. Because maybe one truth feels universal. Families often support children differently depending on their paths. Why people connect with stories like this. People often feel emotionally connected to moments like these because they reflect something familiar. Growing up, different responsibilities, changing roles, family dynamics, preparing for the future. Those experiences exist everywhere, inside royal families, inside ordinary homes. Because maybe one truth quietly connects everyone. Life often changes as responsibilities grow. The details simply look different. The human side people sometimes forget. Sometimes people focus only on titles. Princess, Infanta, royal protocol, ceremonial roles, tradition. But beneath all of that still exists something deeply familiar. Two sisters growing, learning, preparing for adulthood, navigating different futures, and perhaps one truth feels impossible to ignore. Different journeys don't erase family connection. They simply shape life differently. So, why did Infanta Sofia's role look different during the ceremony? Perhaps royal protocol offers the clearest explanation. Different responsibilities, different public expectations, different ceremonial roles. But maybe one truth matters most. Public moments often look more dramatic than reality behind them. What do you think? Do royal ceremonies sometimes get misunderstood? Or do small details reveal something meaningful? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more royal stories, fascinating discussions, and royal updates.